Welcome to the People Connect podcast. Your network is your net worth. Are you ready to take your life to the next level? Be prepared to leap out of your comfort zone and connect with the who's who of what you want to do. Stop, drop, and roll as we start, market, and grow the CEO of you and your host, Nichelle Womack. She will help you engage, reinvent, motivate, and reactivate your plans for success.
Hey everybody, how are you? Happy Sunday evening. My name is Nichelle. I'm the Startup CEO with the People Connect podcast, helping you to start, market, grow, and profit in your own enterprise as the CEO of you, helping you to get out of your comfort zone, to jump over to that next level, to unwrap the gifts that God has blessed you with. Talk to people daily and they are still trying to decide what it is that they want to do. They're still trying to decide and get approval from other people. They're still trying to decide who God made them to be. It's so important that you know what your gifts are. It's so important that you live in your gifts, thrive in your gifts, and take your gifts to the next level. Thanks for being here. Greatly appreciate you. Today we are going to talk about the top 4 fears that keep us in our comfort zone. And I don't know about you, but I've been in my comfort zone so many times. Even I proclaim success, but I still get fearful of moving to that next level. Why do I get fearful? For the simple reason that fear is real, but it's real only if you make it that way. We also have to know that faith is real too. And without faith in doing what we do, and without action in doing what we hope to do, then fear begins to grow and develop. So how do you get out of your comfort zone? And it's so easy being comfortable. It's so easy assuming that if we stay where we are, then things are going to happen the way we want them to. It doesn't work like that. You know, if you are a faith believer, if you have a relationship with God, you know, He tells us to grow, to expand, abundance, open the window. He will open that window and pour upon you an abundance of blessings. But you have to know where you are in your life, and you have to be fearless to jump to that next level. See, you can't serve God and be fearful at the same time. Yes, it's human to be fearful. But if you know God, you know that He is not going to help you. He is not going to allow you to fail. He's not going to allow you to fall, stumble, or anything without lifting you up in the process. No, it's not going to be easy. No, sometimes you are going to want to give up. No, it's a word that really throws people off. It throws them off because it is the unknown. And so when we love our comfort zones, there's a certain contentment that comes with the fact of knowing exactly what to expect from day to day. If you wake up Monday morning and your day is the same Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, even Saturday and Sunday, you're not going to be motivated. It's just another day. And it's not. Each and every day is supposed to be a new day of dawning. So the problem is we can't stay in that state forever and claim success, because there is no comfort in success. So remaining in your comfort zone leads you to stagnation, and it inhibits your personal growth. The only way to move toward and forward your dreams is to challenge yourself in those comfort zones and eventually leave them behind. Because you can't get to where you want to go in life staying comfortable. So why don't we do just that? Why don't we move beyond our comfort zone? See, change can be very terrifying. It can be literally mind-blowing. But I'm going to share with you 4 main fears that are to blame for just about every barrier we throw up that keeps us from taking us to that next level. And I don't know about you, but 2019 is around the corner. And there were some things in 2018 that I'm going to be gratefully mindful of leaving behind. I ain't bringing them into 2019 with me. Why? Because I was comfortable with those things. But I've learned to be bold And I know that I serve an awesome God. As I mentioned to you, that if you serve a God, same God I serve, I'm assuming that you know he won't allow you to fail without picking you up. And so if you know that and you understand that, then jumping out of your comfort zone is a little bit more comfortable for you to do. Okay? So if this is your first time to the People Connect podcast, first of all, I want to welcome you. If you like what you hear, I have over 150 other broadcasts that you can go back through the People Connect podcast and you can listen to, and hopefully they will inspire you, motivate you to jump out of your comfort zone and into the gifts that God has blessed you with. If you like what you hear, why don't you share this broadcast with somebody else? I'm also a business builder, business profit builder, helping people to build those businesses that they dreamed of their whole life, that they see other people doing and they say, I don't know if I can do that. Yes, you can. Go to 2excel with Nichelle, and that's N as in Nancy.com, and you can see some of the things that I do to help you get out of your comfort zone. I'm also on Instagram at Nichelle Womack, on Twitter at Nichelle Womack, Facebook, as well as YouTube. Connect with me somewhere. My goal is to change the lives of people who are ready to change, and then to help those that are not ready to change, to give them something to think about. Because see, at some point in your life, you're going to have to change. Because if you're still the same, there's a problem. That means you have not grown at all. Let's talk about that first thing, the fear of the unknown. See, growth will take you through some valleys that are unknown. There's a certain comfort that comes in knowing precisely what to expect in every situation. Imagine going to your favorite restaurant and ordering the same thing, that's me, over and over again, and you order it every time you visit. Now imagine yourself ordering something different, something you've never had before. You kind of feel a little tense. Basically, the reason is simple. You don't know if you will like what you get, so you hesitate. Why try something new when you already know what you like and you've always had it before? Embracing the unknown means you're about to discover something you never knew you like. Occasionally you'll pick the wrong thing, but when that happens, you chalk it up to a learning experience and then you move on. In the end, remember this, that thing you know you like now was once a new thing to you too. So fearing the unknown is okay for the first time. But if you keep doing it over and over again, you get comfortable. But if you want to grow, the more you know, the more you grow, you have to expand beyond that fear. In fact, one thing that I do every single day, first of all, I get up and I thank God for Thanksgiving. See, Thanksgiving is just not the month of November. Thanksgiving is every day, 365. I thank God for giving me a blessed spirit. And I thank God for giving me life. And then I thank God for what he is about to bring me to and through. Because see, nothing of greatness comes easy. It's going to be some unknown times. It's going to be some times where you're reluctant to move forward because that's human nature. But again, I go back to the fact that if you know God, you know that he is not going to fail you and leave you where you are because he's brought you too far. The fear of failure, number 2. The fear of failure is so real. I can't tell you how many times as a mom, as a wife, as a friend, that I look at failure in the face and I'm like, you know what? I got too many people depending on me and no one likes to fail. But if you have never considered failure, then honestly, then you haven't done anything. People who have never failed have never done anything. And I know as a businesswoman, I failed. As a mom, I failed. As a wife, I failed. You know, and even as a friend, sometimes I may have failed. But then that failure has taught me what success means. Because, see, I truly believe failure and success are two of the best friends. You can't get to the next level without one or the other. So when we fail, we learn a way that doesn't work, and that's a good thing. And we learn something about ourselves. And if you don't learn anything about yourselves in the process, then something is wrong. So failure is an opportunity to grow. And I mentioned earlier, the more you know, the more you grow. So if you are failing, fail forward and understand that that is your launching period. That is your launching period to get uncomfortable where you are and to know that it's time to grow. And so when you grow, you begin to move on. I was thinking of some things the other day. And I was a little concerned about people. See, people will keep you where you are because you're trying to impress the wrong people who can give a dang on about you. And so our fear of moving on, letting go, and perhaps in some instances disregarding kind of holds us back. That fear of failure. You don't want people to say, well, they failed at marriage once, twice, 3 times. They failed at their business once, twice, 3 times. They failed at not graduating from school once, twice, 3 times. So what? You're doing something that somebody else wish they could do. And hopefully in that failed situation, you've learned how to grow and be a bigger and better you. Let's talk about the fear of rejection. And this is something that that I actually really kind of go through on a regular basis, that fear of rejection. Being a businesswoman, I used to be afraid to talk about my business. But then I'm like, if I don't talk about my business, who else is going to talk about it? If I don't talk about the successes of my children, the successes of myself, then who else is going to talk about it? See, that's one thing that I've learned as well. When you are blessed, God says, share your blessing to let people know that I am real in you. And so if I am real in you, I can be real in them. If you are living for Christ, then you are victorious in him. And then therefore, you should acknowledge the greatness and the gifts that he's allowed you to expand and to share with the world. So don't be afraid to lift yourself up. I didn't say boast. Because see, in the process of lifting yourself up, make sure you don't forget who held you down, who held your back and pushed you up. Nobody but God. The fear of rejection. We worry that if we put ourselves out there, that we might wind up unloved or unwanted. So what? You've been married 3 times. Maybe the 4th one is to be a charm. But the first thing I'm going to tell you is love yourself first. Because if you don't love yourself, you can't expect nobody else to love you either. And if you failed at education, getting that degree, getting that high school diploma, so what? Go back and try again. Because the only person that you're going to keep failing if you don't achieve it is you. Forget what everybody else says. If you failed in that business, so what? You're starting a business and you're trying. Somebody else isn't. So don't fear that rejection. Don't fear the opinions of other people. When we hold back with other people, we keep them at arm's length and never enjoy the relationships that we can have. You got to have a relationship with yourself first. You have to know that what you desire, what you want is within reach. Let go of that fear, let go of that rejection, and move forward and toward what it is you desire in your life. Number 4, the fear of success. Ever changing and very frightening. And with success comes the acknowledgement that what you do is important and worthwhile and very interesting. See, people will watch you. I'm telling you, I tripped off a fact the other day. And yes, it's okay to trip off some things, but don't let that steer you in the wrong direction. I was talking to a friend of mine and we were speaking of a situation. See, people watch you all the time, especially when they say, I see you doing this and I see you doing that, but they don't acknowledge it because they're afraid that if they celebrate you in public, somebody else from behind will say, but they talked about them too. And they know that they've talked about you. So they're afraid to share in your success. They're afraid to like your post on Facebook. They're afraid to like your post on Instagram. But you cannot let that steer you from where God has you to go. Keep on showing up. Keep on doing what's necessary and what's required to help you elevate to that next level. You ain't doing this for them. You doing this for you. and your legacy and the people that love you. Everybody ain't going to support you. Everybody ain't going to like you. Why? Some people don't even support themselves. Some people don't even like themselves. But you cannot let that hold you back. So every change can be frightening. And with success comes the acknowledgement that what we do is important and worthwhile and interesting. And that by extension, so are we successful. Don't fear success. It's hard to give up that negative self-image and the damaging behaviors that have been reinforced by them. But by letting go and enjoying the success in the moment, live in the moment, a whole new world opens up right at your feet. So when we let go of our fears, we'll find that leaving our comfort zone is not only easier, but necessary if we're going to grow. Besides, why should we be giving the time of day to something that holds us back? That's my message for you today. You've been listening to the People Connect podcast with Nichelle, with 2XL with Nichelle.com. I greatly appreciate you being a part of my space. And as I mentioned, if I've enlightened you, if I've helped you think about some things that you're going through or to, share this with somebody else. You can bless somebody else with a message. Sharing is caring. Also, if you'd like to learn more about me and what I do, you can go click the link in my bio at 2XLwithNichelle.com, and you can see some of the resources that I have available to help you get out of your comfort zone and move into the gifts that God has blessed you with. Also, connect with me on Instagram. Send me a DM and let me know what you think about the message that I've shared with you. So today is Veterans Day. I am a veteran myself, and so I wish all of those out there that are celebrating this day and giving freedom to us to be able to walk around in a free world or free space. Yes, there's a lot of things going on in the world, but still our troops, our service people, without them, we wouldn't be able to have the freedom that we have. So happy Veterans Day to all of those who served our time. Thanks again for being here. I'm Nichelle. Make it a blessed, fabulous rest of the week and profitable as well. Take care. Bye-bye.